Hello, my witches and warlocks. Sick and tired here, and today we are going to be watching some insane parent TikToks and reading some as well. If you are enjoying my content, please consider subscribing. I am on the road to 1,000, which is so exciting.
So excited right now. So excited. She really is.
And also please consider turning on notifications because I am here for you 5 days a week. I also just want to let you know that some of these videos might be a little bit triggering. There is some, screaming and that, kind of stuff going on. So just watch with caution.
Man, you try to confront a bad parent about their shitty parenting and their favorite line is, "I did my best." Like, okay, and it wasn't good enough. Okay, I don't know where this whole "I did my best" mentality came from, because people think they can say that and that just excuses all the shitty things they were doing. Like, it's okay to understand that sometimes your best is not good enough. Sorry, I know it hurts to hear, it might sting a little bit, but it be like that sometimes, babe.
Okay, so first of all, I feel like I just need to say her voice was pouring me a glass of wine. Here's what I think about it. "I did my best" is reserved for parents that were like maybe single parents, single mom, single dad, trying to raise their kids, doing their best, working long hours, 2 jobs, 7 days a week, and maybe are just too tired when they get home to play dolls or to play video games or whatever. And they have to just say, you know what, I just need a minute to rest. Or I have to make dinner, I can't play. The heck? Oh, to me, those are the parents that get to say, "I did my best." Even if you have 2 parents in the household, maybe somebody's disabled, maybe somebody is sick, and the other parent has to kind of pull a lot of the weight, maybe work 2 jobs, take the mom and dad back and forth to doctor's appointments or whatever the issue may be. And you don't get to do quite as much with your kids as you would like to, because sometimes life gets in the way. Those are the parents that get to say, "I did my best." Not like my mom, somebody who is a stay-at-home mom, whose husband makes tons of money, who buys her gifts all the time, who drinks all day long, does a lot of drugs, doesn't want anything to do with her children, and still has the audacity to say, "I did my best." That's when it's not okay. Cyrus, King of the Dead. That's an amazing name.
There can be only one.
Moved out of my mom's house to live with dad. Had a school choir concert and invited my mother. Here's what she had to say afterwards.
"I'd like to say something to you, and you to try to understand that I am not saying this to be mean."
Oh God, I'm not saying this to be mean, but...
Cut anyone down or pretend anyone is better than anyone. But honey, you are way too talented to be limiting your talent to that choir.
I know I didn't have an option to join the higher up ones. I wanted to be in the top choir, but auditions were last March and I didn't go to new school.
You were the only student that could even hold a note or hit any note. And I'm not being mean about the other kids.
Well, you kind of are.
But please do not shrink yourself just because you can outsing the entire group. Even their top choir, babe. You're way too talented to compare yourself to any of them. Beyond talented.
Thank you. I'm not trying to shrink myself down. It's a country school choir. Of course, it's not going to be like choir or old city school.
I've listened to you sing since you started talking. I used to sit at your choir concerts and cry because of how amazingly beautiful you guys sounded. Last night, while I am very thankful to see you singing again and participating, all I see is you shrinking yourself to fit into a group you don't belong in. You are way too talented to let it be overlooked or wasted.
I feel like you're kind of blowing this a bit out of proportion. The point is that I'm happy and I'm doing things and I'm making good friends who actually like to do normal things, and I'm being a normal teen. I understand that the choir isn't as good as choir or even old school, but I already knew that before joining. I'm sorry if that sounded nasty. Tone is hard over text, so I want to make sure that you know I'm not meaning it in a nasty way.
Yep, you take literally every single thing I say as me blowing up or being mean. Expected. You're way better than what you are doing. If that's me blowing up, I'm okay with that. I'll continue reminding until the day I die.
Okay, Mom, take down the drama just a little bit. You already made your point. You said it multiple times in the other texts, okay? She gets it. She already explained to you, I'm not shrinking myself down. This is just kind of the best I can do right now. You are blowing it out of proportion. Just chill.
When I was 14, my mom tried to unalive me. When the cops got there, they made me hug her. And then my dad, who called them there and saved my life, They asked him to leave. This was 2012 and I was in 8th grade. I had just turned 14, or it was a month before I turned 14. So actually I was 13. God, I was a baby. My mom got super ticked at me on the car ride home from town. So when we got home, I locked myself in my dad's office, and to get to me, she took a hammer to the doorknob, and when that didn't work, she went around outside the house and came in through the window, which I didn't know was unlocked. My mom was just coming in through the window like, she looked like the monster from The Ring coming out of the TV. I run over to the door and I'm like rattling the knob trying to get it open, but it's just totally effed on the other side. When the door wouldn't open, I ran over to the window and tried to force it closed. My mom reached through and grabbed my shirt, and she starts yanking on my shirt. For you to realize the extent of this struggle, my shirt ripped entirely off the front of my body. It was a cotton t-shirt from a track meet. I got it for winning MSLs as an 8th grader. Completely just ripped it right off. And then I hear her go, yeah, that was one of your favorites, wasn't it? We have a brief little tussle, but at 14, I wasn't even 100 pounds yet. Like, I was small. I was 4'9" until like 9th grade. So my mom had like 100 pounds on me, if not more. So she easily got me to the ground and had her hands around my neck. I'm screaming at my dad, call the police, call the police. While me and my mom were tussling on the floor, my dad had gotten the office door open and he was on the phone with the cops on speaker so they could hear the screams in the background. My mom immediately jumped up off of me when she saw that. Now she had to prepare for damage control. And damage control it she did. When the cops came, they had to come find me because I had ran outside for my life. She had just been choking me for a good 10 to 15 seconds. So once I was free, I ran outside, not caring at all that I was topless. So the cops show up and I'm in nothing but shorts and my sports bra outside because the police would be called to our house constantly. It took them 20 minutes to get there. By the time they got there, the marks were gone. This was 2012. I only had a flip phone still. It wasn't commonplace for poor people to have touchscreen yet, so we couldn't get a picture. I remember being interviewed, and then they interviewed my dad, and they interviewed my mom, and my mom puts on this show. How I was just acting up, and she was just disciplining me, and I'm exaggerating, and dad's exaggerating because he doesn't like her, and they're fighting, so he's just lying. They believed Linda. Ignoring the fact that they found me outside of the home, topless, shaking uncontrollably as any teenage child would after that. They didn't care. They believed Linda because you believe the woman, because the woman could never be the aggressor. No. My dad goes, you're not leaving my child here with her. My child is staying with the neighbor. Before I could leave, my mom steps in front of my way and she says, I want a hug. I look to the cops for help. The cop looks at me and goes, that's your mother. Give her a hug.
Wow. That was a lot. I have to see my emotionally abusive mother for the first time in over... Wait, I'm too slow to read. What'd she say? I have to see my emotionally abusive mother for the first time in over a month. She hates my hair dark. I already dyed my hair black, but I'm gonna retouch it. This is the playlist I listen to while rinsing the hair dye out. She doesn't know I have an eyebrow slit. She says I look like a clown when I wear a lot of makeup, so full face it is. She hates jeans with holes in them. This is the kind of petty I love. She looked at me like I was a hooker when she saw me in a bralette. Tells me to cover up when I wear a crop top. She hates when I wear nails because she said it looks like claws. Final fit. You look absolutely beautiful. Oh my goodness, you're gorgeous. You're gorgeous. What the hell is wrong with your mom?
Oh, I'm your mother. I'm not your nursing director. I want to know what happened. Now tell me what happened. Tell me what happened.
I don't want to talk about it.
Well, you gotta tell me what happened, or I'll call there and I'll ask. What happened? Tell me!
I don't want to talk about it.
Amanda, I'm telling you right now. Tell me what fucking happened. Tell me what happened. Very quickly. In short sentences, tell me what happened. You can tell me what happened. You're making me late for my appointment. Tell me what happened.
What the fuck is wrong with these parents? What is wrong with them? Seriously, what is wrong? I can't understand it. I will never be able to understand. I am really fucked up, okay? I think we've made that pretty clear at this point. I have so many mental illness conditions, okay? I have depression, I have panic disorder, I have anxiety disorder, I have agoraphobia, chronic illness, stuff like that screws with me. I would never in a million years think that this kind of behavior is okay toward your child. I'm just so infuriated when I see those kinds of videos. And I see the way that she is sitting there calm, just saying, I don't want to talk about it. And her mom is freaking out and screaming at her because she can't control the situation. She can't control her daughter and make her do what she wants. So she resorts to screaming. It's like a toddler. It really just makes me so upset. Ashu 1605. Every single time my mom talks to me, she raises her voice to incredibly loud levels. I have a hearing damage because of it. I asked her to lower her voice a dozen times during a call and eventually hung up. Also, everyone compliments how calm and collective I communicate, so I know I'm not the problem. Go take a course or find a community that teaches how to effectively communicate with people. You need to stop yelling.
I teach 300 students, but they respect and love me much more than my own children.
That's because they don't see the real you.
They never say I shout or yell when I talk in the same way I talk with you.
It's raising my anxiety to incredible levels. You forgot I have post-traumatic stress disorder, diagnosed by a professional psychiatrist. What does that mean? It means that I have triggers that invoke memories of traumatic events. The events in my childhood that created this disorder were physical and verbal abuse on several occasions by both parents. You may be a victim to Papa, but you were a perpetrator to your own son. When you raise your voice, it gives me a panic attack. I lose the ability to breathe and think about all the horrible things in the past. If you want to have a relationship with your son in the slightest, lower your voice. I do not want every time I talk to you to remind me of getting bruised and beaten, blood running down my body or head, crying and choking on my tears and spit, watching my parents fight or beat me.
You can't demand a person how to speak. That's not in your control. Better if you want good communication, then try to understand the other person. Accept their style of talk unconditionally. Otherwise, communication stops. You can't demand because your personal health are issues.
Actually, they can. And I cannot believe that you basically just brushed off what he said about his parents abusing him, and what you chose out of that whole exchange was to say,
You can't tell me how to talk.
if you cannot accommodate those special needs for me, I will never think of you as a mother. A good mother cares about making sure her kids feel safe.
Your demand gives me unnecessary stress and negativity. Please understand that too.
Please read what I said, then call back if you want to try having a normal conversation. I want to, but I do not want to have a panic attack. And so, there is a part 2 to this. Reaction after sending my insane mom the replies people were sending on this app. So, from that last post, they sent the comments of what people said to the mom. I love it. I posted what you said on Reddit in a community called Insane Parents, where people comment on toxic parental behaviors and judge whether it's insane or not. Many did say, this is insane. I will add my voice to that chorus. You are insane, Mom. Please read the comments.
Post private talks. Maybe I should cancel your phone because I am paying every month, getting harassed by you and risking my career too.
Oh, well, maybe you should have thought about that before you treated your son like shit.
Let me cancel your phone connection. I don't need to pay to be harassed. Don't call me mom. I am tired and exhausted with your disrespect all these years. Forget me. You are an adult. Take care of yourself. Put all things about family stuff and get gratification and make your future in such a way that no one will hire you. Because all this comes in background checks. They check Reddit a lot. Maybe this is the reason they are denying you jobs. Do whatever. I don't want to associate myself with you, and mostly I will cancel your phone connection. You pay, get your connection, and then post. You can't even earn $100, but you question who helped you. Put everything online and limit your chance to get hired ever. Grow up for your own life's sake. Make your private health info public and never get a job. Always think you have PTSD and this and that and ask for pity. Of course people will show pity, but none of them will uplift you. Think twice. You want people's pity or upliftment? It's your choice. Millions of people in the US have some or other mental health issue, but few of them seek pity. It's your choice how you want to make your life.
Wow, what an arrogant, entitled, self-absorbed mother. My God, what a piece of shit. You should post these replies too to her. Hey, I remember this girl.
What was the weirdest tantrum that they ever threw?
It was summer before 9th grade, and my dad asked me what cell phone I wanted. I said I wanted an i55, black, pink. It was $55. I told him I would give him the money for it because I had the money. But he was like, don't trip, I'm going to buy it. I'll bring it home later on today. When he comes home, he brings an i50, blue. Not only is it not the phone that I wanted, it is also not the color that I asked for. And if you know, you know, i50s didn't come in black and pink. The i55s did. I was like, okay, whatever. I didn't want to make us think about it because I know this man is crazy. So I'm like, let me not even make us think about it. It's whatever. So I'm showing it off to my friends like, yeah, I got a cell phone. Woo. You know, nighttime minutes is free, you know, whatever. My neighbor sees my phone. We're about the same age. And he's like, I'll buy your phone from you And the amount of money that he wanted to give me was the cost of the phone that I wanted. I wanted the i55 and it was $55. The i50 was $50. So he was going to give me $55 to buy my phone from me. And he was like, go buy the phone you want. I'm like, okay, bet. Let me talk to my dad because I know this man is crazy. Okay. So I'm like, hey, yo, so-and-so said he'll buy my phone from me for $55. And that's how much the phone that I wanted is. Can I just go buy the phone that I want? He's like, my dad's like, okay, look, go online and print out the cost of these phones and just show it to me. I don't know why he didn't ask for this earlier, but I'm like, okay, no problem, whatever. I go print it out. I bring him the printouts and he touches the paper and he looks up at me and he goes, this printer paper is warm. You just printed this out? And I'm like, yeah. Without even saying another word, he punches me in the stomach, knocks all the wind out of my chest. He's like, you think I'm stupid? You're just going to bring me some printout just from just now when I told you to bring me these printouts earlier? And in my mind, I'm like, he didn't ask me for these printouts earlier. He just asked them for me like 10 minutes ago. This is like, what? So I don't have any air in my chest. I crawl into my bedroom. I'm like barely breathing. My best friend is over at the time and she's sitting on the bed. Her eyes are the size of quarters. She's freaked out. Like, what the heck? Sidebar. I don't know what she was so shocked about because I've seen this girl and her mama full on go fisticuffs like two cats in the alley. Girl, what are you shocked about? What? My mother sees me on the floor. My legs are in the hallway and the top part of my body is in my room because I'm like on the floor. My mother sees me on the floor, passed out damn near. She walks over my legs and keeps going. What is wrong with y'all?
For a second, I had a little bit of hope there for a second. And then I was reminded of the realities of this awful, awful world.
Why? Because I want to make money? I know, because me doing my art and making extra money is bad. Yeah, because I know, I do art on the side for extra money. Bad. I know, it's bad, right? Why? Because I do art on the side for money, I know. So bad. So bad. So bad, I know.
What did I just watch? What was going on there? What was that? Their parents are children. Good God. Heckin' yes. Happy birthday to me. My abusive father says my mom alienated me from him. Happy birthday. Sorry I'm one day late. Really? Time flies. I thought your birthday was today. I love you, honey. I would love to take you out for dinner or something. Always hoping that you will contact me. Love, your dad.
Without a child's own contribution towards a campaign of denigration, the child is not truly alienated. And with it, the indoctrinating parent can sit back and let the child be the voice of criticism of the target parent. This second component, its expression from the child, is what makes it so baffling and intimidating to those trying to help. Hashtag parent alienation, hashtag parent alienation awareness.
No, you lie. You wrote that yourself. What? Oh my gosh, no. Hashtag parent alienation awareness. Yeah.
I owed my very toxic mother money, and she sarcastically told me to pay it with all ones from my stripper job that I don't have.
Dollar bills to pay your bills. You will
Worth
get
it.
out. I'll remember that.
Oh my gosh, that's great. Look at all those ones. Oh, wow. My mom doesn't look too happy, does she? A dollar bill's a dollar bill, honey. It still works just fine. Well, that is it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you want some more insane parents, there's this playlist right here for you that you can enjoy and cry and yell and whatever else you need to do, babe. Until next time, I hope that your magic is strong. I hope that your symptoms are low. And I hope that you have a wonderful day. Love ya. Bye.